What's up YouTube? You're kicking it with Jordan, and today we are talking about the 3 things you need to know before you buy this baby right here, the Gel Kayano 26. Let's do it. So, number 1 and most important for buying this year's model of the Kayano is sizing. For some reason, the Gel Kayano is always subject to the oddest sizing changes every year. The 23 was extremely narrow throughout. The 24 was made a little bit wider. The 25 was made significantly wider with more room in the toe box to fit the needs of today's runners, etc., etc. The 26 fits very much like the 25. The problem is that it just runs extremely short. I've always worn a 10.5 in the Gel Kayano, and when I put the Gel Kayano 26 on, my toes were just squished uncomfortably, very uncomfortably against the end of the shoe in my normal size of a 10.5. So I actually had to go a half size up in this year's model of the shoe. So in this photo, you see last year's model of the Gel Kayano 25 in black and green, that's a 10.5. And this year's model of the Gel Kayano 26 in blue, that's a size 11. And what you can notice is that these shoes are pretty much the same size, right? Even though one is a half size bigger, they look very similar in size. Therefore, my recommendation is try this baby on in stores, and if you cannot and you're ordering it online, well, try to go the half size up because for some reason this shoe just runs really small in length this year. Number 2 is gel cushioning, and Asics is famous for their gel cushioning, and this year the Gel Kayano 26 sports a lot more gel in the heel as compared to previous models. Not only does this year's model of the Gel Kayano 26 sport more gel in the heel, but the gel is actually angled a lot more aggressively, right? And you can see that the gel is actually taking up a lot more surface area in this year's model of the shoe as compared to last year's model of the shoe. So what does this do for you? Well, both this increase in the gel in the heel as well as the angling of the gel, this is going to allow for the gel to better absorb the shock of your foot when you're landing. So it's going to allow for more compression in the shoe. And as a result, you are going to get more shock absorption when you're running. That's going to be better on your feet. The human body is all connected, so if it's better on your feet, less pain going through your knees, less pain going through your hips, less pain going through your spine, and just an overall better feel and better comfort when it comes to running in this shoe right here. Lastly, the third thing you gotta know about the Gel Kayano 26 is that it is a stability running shoe. This means that it is for people who overpronate or for people who are very flat-footed. In other words, it's going to be for people that when they are stepping or when they are running, their arches are collapsing inwards. So when you look on the inside of the running shoe or on the medial side of the running shoe, you're going to see that the shoe sports a foam called Duomax right there. So if you end up pressing on this Duomax foam, what you're going to notice is that the foam is very, very stiff. And that is to actually prevent your foot or your arch from rolling inwards or collapsing upon itself. But Jordan, I have a question. Wouldn't this very stiff Duomax make the shoe just feel very hard and uncomfortable on foot? Not exactly, because on top of the Duomax and the Gel Kayano 26, you have a much softer foam layered over it, right? And if you try this shoe on in store and you kind of press over here, you'll notice how much softer that foam is. As a result, this softer foam right here, in combination with the added gel in the heel, as well as the forefoot, makes this shoe just nice and smooth and very comfortable for all your physical activity, running, walking, etc. Jordan, question. What if I don't overpronate though? Should I still end up even getting the Gel Kayano 26? Most definitely you can still run in the Gel Kayano 26 if you are not an overpronator. My only recommendation to you is that before you try on the Gel Kayano 26, go to any running store and try on what's called the Asics Gel Cumulus as well as the Gel Nimbus. Those are Asics' other flagship shoes that are made for people who do not overpronate. And if the Gel Kayano still feels better than both of those shoes, particularly the Gel Nimbus, then boom, you know what you got to do. And there you have it. So whether you're doing your 5K, your 10K, your 25K, or just general walking, the Gel Kayano 26 is a champion in all categories. So if you want it, be sure to pick it up. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it helped you. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And yeah, have a great day. Peace out. Deuces. Later. Bam.